What's happening? This is the Fifth Quarter Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Hustling. Got TJ in the building and Buckets in the building. What's happening, gentlemen?
What's going on?
So much has happened since the last time we linked up.
Hey, man, look here. All I know is it's a lot of disappointed people in their parlays. It's a lot of disappointed people in Vegas. It's a lot of disappointed people definitely up the street from my house, especially this past weekend with the whole, West Coast Fremantle shenanigans that's going on around the city. It's going crazy, man. But again, we gonna get into that. Thank y'all for tuning in as always, please. And we appreciate the love. Just continue to keep at it, man. We see y'all, man. We see y'all. Appreciate it, man. Continue to show the love, keep fucking with us, man, and we gonna keep fucking with y'all, bringing y'all just family insight. That's it. So again, this ain't Stephen A. This ain't First Take. This ain't this ain't First Things First. None of that shit. This is Fifth Quarter. You feel me? This is what we do here. We just talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? But same token too, man. Highlight the shit that needs to be talked about. Um, I got one for y'all, man. Y'all probably gonna like this one. Everybody knows about Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody know about Floyd, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Oh, no.
Yeah, gets good. He is currently taking one of his former associates to court for 175 million
Dang.
because 175 million. Now, before we get into this quickly, I just want to say this. For a person with a nickname Money, you shouldn't be suing bitches for 175 million. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, would y'all like to know what all of that shit accumulated up to try to make it 175 million? Would y'all like for me to just briefly run down? If you
Yeah.
don't mind, I would love
Yeah,
to. Okay,
we,
check.
we we gotta know now.
Yeah, break
Okay,
it down to me.
check. All right. So the gentleman who is his former associate goes by the name of Jonah. Excuse me if I butcher it up. It seemed like a Jewish name, if you ask me, but we just gonna run with it. All right. It's Jonah Reshinzik. I guess that's how that shit go. We're gonna go with
Why the
that. Or
fuck is it
Mr.
Jewish from that, man?
I don't know. It just sounds like it. That's how I'm looking at it. It
Maybe it's
just
from the Jonah, Jonah Hill.
there you go. And it's spelled Jona. Anyway, Jonah.
And y'all
This
call white people
gentleman.
racist. Come on.
Hey, look here. I'm just going off the name, bro. He could be a black dude with that name. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying that's what it looked like. I'm just
Ah,
giving
Lenny
y'all.
Kravitz, of course.
There you go. See what I'm saying? There you go. Come on, man. See, and you understand the assignment. You know what the fuck's going on, bro. You know, you know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, so Mr. Mayweather alleges that Mr. Jonah built a relationship with him over a number of years and he got his trust, aka got in his pockets. Um, Turns around, this man had his hands in a lot of his affairs, some of his real estate affairs, some of his cars. I'll do you one even better. This is the one that's probably gonna get y'all right. This man took $100 million worth of Mr. Mayweather's jewelry, took it to two top-notch Miami jewelers in the city and sold all of that shit for $13 million.
Ugh.
Would you like for me to say that again? That man
Wow.
took $100 million worth of jewels, went to two jewelers in Miami and sold them for $13 million. I know.
Well, that's a terrible
See,
return.
see that little pause right there? Nobody ain't have shit to say, y'all. You see how that's exactly we all sitting here like, well, hold on,
So
13,
wait,
100
hold on.
million,
It could be
13
is
million.
is it is it
You
more
trying
than
to,
no? Because you look at it, it's like, is that what the resale's worth? Is that what it just, hey, I know where you got this, you're gonna get what you get kind of deal? Because whatever. Or is it someone just went and be like, well, I'm gonna put the Floyd Mayweather tax on this. It should be worth 1,000,000, but I'm gonna go ahead and charge him 18 for this particular chain or whatever it is, right?
TJ, TJ,
Yeah.
I like your optimism, bro.
I'm
But
just I'm looking out for my man that just is
no,
clearly bad at math.
there's nothing. Thank you. We all three of us collectively sitting here. The peoples can't see us, but we all looking at each other like, wait a minute, 1,300.
The math ain't
Okay,
mathin', bro.
do the do the okay. Do what carry the one, add
Yeah,
another zero? Like
square
what?
root
Hold
of the 3 to
Yeah, yeah,
the
like
power of
times
and
two minus
I've
three.
come to the
Like,
conclusion, you are a dumbass motherfucker.
come on, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you've also risked a lot by stealing it at first. So if you earned $100 million of jewelry, like, you'd want to get at least, a fraction of a bigger fraction of that. But he
60,
stole it.
70.
So there's risk and the reward just doesn't compute.
I say 80.
Yeah,
I say 80. I'm gonna keep it 100. Hey, I
He
get
could have
80.
just hung on to it because I think, like,
Give me
one
80.
day, like,
I'll probably
it'll be worth more than money.
see if I can sell two pieces and I get like 80. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, just gotta perk game that shit because I'm 13, bro. Awful. Anyway,
Or
yeah.
maybe they're not even worth 100 million if Floyd just got ripped off at purchase.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, they could be cubes. They could be cubes. Ain't no, baguettes. You know what I'm saying? Could be cubes. You never know. I don't know. All I know is Floyd say, "Hey man, you took 100 million worth of my shit and you flooded it through Miami like it was Tony Yayo's cocaine back in the '80s, and you only got 13 million dollars back for my shit. Like, come on, bro. Oh my god.
He probably found out on, like, an IG live stream of some dude, like, streaming himself wearing a Money Mayweather chain he just copped.
No, that's even worse
So, hey, that's my chain.
when you see your shit on another person. You like, wait a minute. I could have sworn I got the same one. That's the only. Wait a minute. What? I'm the only person that got that one made. How the fuck did he get that shit? What the? But I'm just saying. So it seemed like Floyd was doing some bad business with some people, and let this man come into his camp and run his money. But to the point of this, obviously, if you're going to hire people that's going to handle your affairs, such as accountants and portfolio people and all this bullshit here, you might want to get some people. Know what I'm saying? Number one, who ain't gonna stiff it. Number two, you might want to read the T's and C's. Y'all know what T's and C's is. Don't act like y'all know what the fuck that is. Read them, not just oh yeah, da 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 da, skim through it, and then yeah, sign your name. That's how they cook your ass. You better read them TNCs. That's what seems to have happened to Mr. Mayweather. Now you're trying to sue this former associate 175 million. So all in all, we're gonna wrap this up. Do y'all think he gonna get this money or he gonna have to take an L on this one?
Well, I mean,
Depends.
considering the fool only got 13 million for $100 million worth of jewelry, I don't think he has $175 million.
No, idiot.
Yeah, there you go.
That's debt that his children and children's children are going to be paying off.
Pretty much
Yeah.
in the long run. But
So,
yeah,
it
hey,
depends on
ladies,
that guy had authority to do and what he could sign off on and what he couldn't, right? So that's gonna be hard to prove that you stole it. No, he told me I could have it. When? Well, there's probably is he gonna
hey
get it all
man,
back? No. But
hey
and
TJ,
the other part I
hey
find
T,
funny,
yeah.
you mean Floyd Mayweather made a poor decision? Fucking no way.
Hey, like I say, it pays to read them T and C's, man. You
Uh,
gotta read T and C's, bro. Because if not, this is what happens. Now you gotta sue. But again, for a person with the middle name Money, why he's suing somebody. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that to y'all attention anyway, bro. Thought that was funny because yeah, 13 million, 100 million. Yeah, the math ain't mathing, bro. That I don't. But hey, congratulations to the whoever it is, black man with the Jewish name. If that's what you is, bro, hey, 13 million, you must be living comfortably right now, bro. Like, you must be living comfortably, man. But just have to see how that goes. Local sports news. Seem like Perth starting to get on the map, man. A lot of people been shitting, trying to shit on Perth, man. Hey, man, y'all gonna have to pump y'all brakes. We doing some shit over here, especially one team in the AFL that's holding their business down is them Dockers. Hey, and we was talking about it. I know you don't want to say this, but I got to get this up out you, bro. Is the Dockers sitting number one on the leaderboard at the moment?
100% locked in. They're the only team in number one right now for the first time this season. So they dropped game one to Geelong and they've gone on to win 10 straight. They were, floating around between number one and two, depending on who played first that weekend, either them or Sydney. Sydney dropped a game this week, so they're 9-2. Dockers sit at number one at 10-1 for at least this whole week.
And how does that make you feel?
Um, Nothing really, because
Numb.
once they get to the finals, which they definitely will, you also have to perform in the finals because it's one and done.
I
So
know,
let's
but
talk in September.
oh, oh, that sounds like somebody is so salty. No, I'm joking. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in September.
But
No, I'm
the
fucking with you.
Eagles also had a big weekend.
Yeah.
They played at the MCG in front of 90,000 people, all for Harley Reid's 50th game. But not really. It was actually Scott Pendlebury from Collingwood. Honestly, like I'm not a Collingwood guy, never have been, but he's one of the best to ever do it. Definitely played his 433rd game, which
Yeah.
was a record-breaking game. So he officially now has played the most games in the AFL or VFL at
Oh, okay.
433.
That's dope. Well, congratulations, brother. And I would say another 400 and something more, but I don't think that's happening. That's happening. But hey, congrats, man. Hey, so I guess he like the LeBron of the AFL, if you want to,
Oh, I don't know. Like, the AFL GOAT conversation is very, very hard, very, very big. Like,
Mm,
it's very hard to go down that route. It's not like the NBA where people can kind of make it between two or three guys. Like, yeah, the AFL GOAT, but definitely he is one of the best to ever do it. Like, that's for sure.
that's what's up. But congratulations to him. Many more to you, brother. And hey, continue to keep putting the sport on the map because fifth quarter, see you, man. We trying to, especially myself, I've been here all these years and I'm just, again, and I'll say it and stand on it. It's just fascinating how I can see a person kick a ball that gosh darn far and without yeah, just no hamstring, no nothing, shredded off the bone,
Yeah.
no nothing. Just kick that motherfucker. It's just 50, 60 yards. Just, so beautiful, but it's so complicated. I couldn't try it. I wouldn't. I'd fuck myself up, but good come in. You know, also NBL news. I've heard that a returning favorite has come back to the league. Do y'all know the gentleman's
Jingles.
name?
Yes,
Jingle.
sir. My man.
But yeah, he's coming back. Where is he coming back to play, if you don't mind me asking?
He's coming back to play for Melbourne United. So anyone out there who's not really familiar with Joe Ingles, I think he had a 17 or 16-year career in the NBA.
Where was
Thereabouts.
this? Where was
Most of his work was done with the Utah Jazz. So he was a part of the Utah Jazz team with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert that made those deep playoff runs and the 60-win team.
when Rudy
Um,
wasn't getting blamed as much then?
yeah, this was
Yeah,
before
it's
he gave
touched
everyone
off.
COVID.
Yeah, touched off.
Oh, oh, he gave everybody COVID. Damn.
So there's a reason he's in the blame Rudy because he's like, that's not a thing. And then he touched all the microphones, and then the NBA literally shut down a week later. So
Damn.
we blame Rudy. Yeah.
Damn, Rudy.
But Uncle
Suck
Joe,
that blood.
Uncle Joe Jingles coming back. Because when he played in the NBL, who did he play for? They're not even a team anymore. The Dragons? Were they the
Yeah, South Melbourne Dragons.
South
That's
Melbourne,
who it
yes.
was, yeah.
What
I think it
happened
was
to
South Melbourne
them?
Dragons.
What happened to them?
Well, Jingles left, and they were like, "Well, fuck, we suck," and off they went. Didn't see him again. And he
When they got some real money though.
yeah,
When they got
yeah,
some
and
real money though.
then he had all this hair when he played and last time he played in the NBL, so and he could run
Yeah,
normally.
So is it
he
going
was he
back?
was young then.
Is it going back to the hair or is gonna see a lot of
I don't think
grays?
he
What we
I don't think
I
he
don't
can
think
grow
he can go
another.
back to the hair. He's like nearly 40.
what does that mean?
Yeah, well, fuck
Is
you.
I mean, like he's still
I
got
know,
some hair,
right?
just not the same way he used to when he played for the South Melbourne Dragons at 19.
What what'd you say, TJ?
Yeah, fuck you, youth in your hair.
Oh shit. Hey man, look here. Hey, y'all boys handle that shit off air about the hair and all that now, man. Hey, no need to be shooting strays at nobody, man. Hey. Hey, but also NBL news. I don't know. We were talking about this before we got on, y'all. Lil Birdie might be talking about a return also of one Patty Mills. And I'm familiar with this gentleman because I like his game
Mhm.
too. Like this game for a long time. So it'd be dope to see him back over here, man, playing in the league.
It
But
would.
yeah, what's going on with that?
The Perth Wildcats for the last 2 seasons have been linked to, luring Patty Mills back to the NBL, back to Australia because, well, the Wildcats would make sense. 'Cause Bryce Cotton's not there, and they do need a point guard and a stable because there's a lot of good guys on the Wildcats, but they're young, and Ben, we've been to a few of the games. They're fun to watch. They
Yeah,
are a good team.
yes, they
I
are.
think
They
they're
are.
missing, like, a good floor general and a good veteran status, and Patty Mills would be that. So they've hired certain people in, like, front office and I think certain positions that are close to Patty Mills. Patty Mills is known for a while or trusts in his throughout his career. So the Wildcats ownership group is putting, like, staff in place to bring kinda,
Huh.
like, pitch together whenever Patty Mills is kinda ready to come back. Because I think he's, as Ann said, I think he's in Europe, can't remember where. But so there will be a time when he does come back and hopefully being, optimistic and the local guy, that would be
Yeah,
just the
yeah, it would.
that would
Hell
be
yeah.
because anytime Patty Mills seems to play for Australia, he turns into prime Jordan, like, every
Absolutely. Yes, he does.
he puts on the green and gold and he turns into MJ from, like, '88. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I've been watching this game for a while, man. I've liked this game for a while, man. All the
And
places
the
he's been.
my favorite move of Patty Mills is that because he's a smaller guy, he's perfected that, you know, off foot, same hand layup. Like, he's just running
Yeah.
and
Yep.
up, and you cannot stop it no matter how good a defender you are. I bet you Wemby couldn't even stop that. It's boom, it's up so fast, you don't even like, he doesn't do the 1-2.
And
No, no, no,
and I
honestly,
don't know. And Wemby might put his shit in in the
It's sort of
second
like
row.
the same thing Isaiah Thomas used to do when those 2 seasons that he was averaging around 30, just because he was so small and could get up and under and put it up so quick from underneath him.
that's the thing, he comes underneath your arm, so it's like Wemby might I say that as just to kinda emphasize
Overreach.
very hard to time it. That's the thing, because it's so off
Yeah.
time. It's the wrong leg,
Yeah.
everything, and he's basically on the run. He just throws it up while he's running. So it's very hard to
Yeah.
time those. Um, but no, I'd love to
In a
see him in the NBL. It'd be just
in addition to that layup, he's a sniper from 3.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
That's why yeah. That's where I kinda noticed him from. He's a marksman. I give him
Yeah.
that.
Champion with
Speaking
the Spurs, let's not forget.
yeah,
He'd go to
and
champion with them, championship in 2014.
Yeah, I know.
no,
Appreciate it. We didn't have to touch on that, but yeah, I know. I know. That's why I said I
So,
had my
yeah,
eye
Paddy,
on
we
him
we welcome you for
for a
sure. We welcome
while.
you with open arms,
Yeah,
my friend.
yeah,
so
and, someone else is suiting up for Australia. Speaking of Australian Wildcats, I'm just gonna segue into it. I'm not gonna wait for any prompt. I'm just going for it. So our man the NBL MVP, who Australia as a whole has embraced as probably one of the best players in the comp. So Bryce
Oh
Cotton
yeah,
played for the Perth Wildcats here for I can't remember how many years. A lot of them, like is most of his NBL career to this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got like
5
five
Ms
MVPs in that time. So
yeah, 5 MVPs with the Wildcats and, like, 5 titles, I'm pretty sure. 4 or
Yeah.
5.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, so he is one of the greatest to ever play, not only for the Wildcats, but in the NBL, period. Well, he's got his citizenship, and Australia and the Boomers, the Australian men's basketball team immediately went, "Yo, what you doing for the FIBA thing? You feel like playing, bro? Like,
Yeah.
that'd be fucking excellent." So,
Yeah.
yes, he is suiting up for the green and gold, and again, he's kind of like a he is not Patty Mills, I'm not doing that, but he's gets to the basket, he's a great three-point shooter, and he's kind of, as Patty Mills' career kind of winds down, Bryce Cotton I think is a great guy to come in and keep that
Uh,
But yeah,
momentum going.
passing on the torch because
yeah, pass
I
the
dare say
torch.
Paddy Mills will probably still be playing in the next Olympics. At least as if it's like,
Yeah,
at least he'll be like he'll have a role of some kind with the team for sure.
yeah,
Got to.
Because I think
It's only
he'll be
right.
close to 40, if not 40 already. But yeah, he'll probably still be out there doing something for the Boomers in 2028.
Well, we love to see him back on the
mhm,
court here in Australia, man. That'd be nice, especially for the home team. Congratulations to everybody who we mentioned, and let's keep our eye on them, man. Hey, fifth quarter got they eye on y'all, so hey, best of luck to y'all. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, man. That's what we all came here to see, what we all came here to talk about. We're gonna start off with: can somebody explain to me why potentially TJ might have created a monster? Can somebody explain to me why that man had to come out his mouth and he called them a pretender? He said it, and from this point forward, he has been BTAing. They've been BTAing everybody asses to get to this point. TJ, man, you
well
should be a motivational speaker, bro. You should be a motivational speaker,
well,
man.
I just told it how it was, and I don't see it as I've said anything bad. I've just given them some, strong motivation, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
And
what?
you really have.
Yeah,
yeah, and
10
clearly
straight.
they went,
10
"Hold my
straight.
10
beer."
straight since.
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
straight.
10 straight. Yeah, "Hold my beer, you asshole. Watch this." And even Jalen Brunson's been like, "Oh, I'm not the guy to lead a team," you know? He's been just giving me middle fingers and heroic performances, especially the last one. How many he basically made Harden look like a defensive pylon in the last
Yeah.
game for how many points he came back with and just kinda said, "Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just win this game because I'm sick of hearing it."
Bro, he
Mm.
shouldn't have.
I think, in
Why
a
he
way there.
why they do him like that?
Well, I mean, they had the right strategy for sure. So in that game one, when they came back from like I think it was 22 down, 20
Mhm.
something down at least, like they just had him going at Harden all fourth quarter and overtime. Just and Harden was like you said, he was a parking cone on defense. So they had the
Deer
right
in
game plan there.
headlights. Deer
But
in
I think
headlights.
a lot. A big thing that's got to do with it is like we really underestimated how their bench can perform when needed. Like, Josh Hart had a massive game too.
22 points,
Yeah,
dropped 22.
playoff career high.
Yeah,
Landry Shammer has been giving him quality minutes off the bench.
How
Like
that
good have
we
you been
man,
on
underestimated
defense?
their depth a bit there.
Landry
headshots.
Shamet Landry Shamet has been amazing on defense.
Yeah,
His
absolutely, yeah.
offensive side, we everyone knows he can do that, and he can get you some big shots, but he has been just this irritating, in your face, full pedal defense, and it's just I've always liked him. And Josh Hart, I just have a soft spot for Josh Hart 'cause I just like how he plays.
Well,
And I mean,
Oh,
I really
Mikal Bridges is shooting it lights out as well. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know
I
how
think
with
he's
that
around like
form.
He's like 20 of 26 in total between 3 games. Like, he's
Mm.
only missed, like, 6 shots. He's shooting at, like, 70 from the field and, like, plus 40% from 3. So, yeah, the Knicks they're banding together quite well to prove you wrong right
Mhm.
now, TJ.
Yeah, no, fine.
I
Um,
told you, motivational speaker, man.
but then I'm gonna tell them right now, if they're listening, here's the deal. If you win, you need to give Spike Lee a ring. Spike Lee gets his own ring. If you win,
Oh,
Spike
yeah.
Lee gets his own ring. No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and it's pretty generous of you to call, to call Harden a parking cone because those are actually useful. He's been anything but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was watching some of the blow-bys, and all that was going through my head is just like, he's on rookie mode setting in 2K right now.
Yeah, he
Like, he's
mentioned
literally
that.
just turning and following him with his head. Like, that's it. Move your feet, man.
Oh, just it's well,
Help, somebody help me, help these.
currently yeah, no, currently, it's it's looking like a sweep. We're speaking in real time now. So,
Yeah.
it's looking like a sweep. So, I'm gonna
Up 3-0. I mean, that's pretty soul crushing. So,
so let me ask y'all this then, because we gotta, we gotta play a little bit of devil's advocate. Let's just say that this 3-0, let's just say hypothetically. Let's just say they come back.
it
How
would be
can
the
they
first time in history that
how can they get
has
it
ever happened.
but how can they get it done? I'll ask you that.
Someone needs to pose for the LeBron sunglasses and Beats, headphones photo. Not Harden. Not Harden because he's not gonna get it done.
It's gotta
Um,
be Mitchell.
and Mitchell's gotta do that, but I think Mitchell's done everything he possibly could with
100%, yeah.
this
Yeah.
team, and they're just and I've heard a few guys say it, and other commentators, podcasters, they're like, "Harden is not," and I've said it, "Harden is not the guy you bring in to get you over the line. He's just not." And
Yeah.
this series has just proven everyone's point that everyone makes. He gets to a certain point, he doesn't quite get there, and then he quits on the team. So if they don't win, he's gonna put his fat suit on and demand a trade again.
But how many times that's the thing. How many times for a player that caliber, you know what I'm saying? We know what he is able to do. And I have to side note, in the regular season, we
Mm,
know what
well,
he is able to do. But why are teams still continuing to want to take a chance on somebody who we know is good in the regular season? But when it
I mean,
comes, yeah, like,
he did drag that Houston team on some deep playoff runs, let's not forget that, so but that's a long time ago now. We're talking, like,
mhm.
nearly 7, 8 years ago.
and you act like you talking like it was like 15, 20 years ago. Damn, wasn't that
Yeah, like,
wasn't
he
that
he
long
was
ago.
able to drag those Houston teams deep, but, like, he's like, since then, though, since he's moved on from Houston, he has not been like, the guy you bring in just at the trade deadline because, like, "Oh, yeah, this is the guy to get us, deep into the playoffs." Like, he's not that guy anymore. Like, just like you said, TJ, he gets to that point where it's kinda like he checks out of the game, and he's not like the closer that he used to be.
Yeah.
So
No.
now that also oh no, go ahead, TJ.
And
Excuse
it's
me.
not just because he's, like, a bit older than then. I think it's a lot of, like, he doesn't give the effort he used to.
Well, he never really
Why?
gave an effort, like, especially on defense. Like, he was never that guy, and everyone knows that. But now he's just like, "Bro, you're just in." They're basically any team that goes on offense is playing 5 on 4 because they know they'll
Yeah.
just and New York, like you said, did a great job. They're just like, "Cool, we're just gonna attack you." And doesn't matter because you suck at defense, and we're gonna be able to get around you, and you don't even try to recover. You don't even try to rotate through or go help or do anything. You just, like, watch the ball go in the basket and then go to the
Yeah,
other
I
end,
mean,
bing, 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 step back.
But even hold on, TJ. Hold on, man. But even that shit's starting to get played out though.
Mhm. And
yeah.
it
Like,
got to a point where he won't be as in demand as he is now, so it's kind of,
excuse me.
"Maybe pull your fucking socks up, bud."
But
And
then
that's where you get to a point now, it's kinda like, okay, like, your offense is still pretty good most of the time, but right now, is your offense worth having out there with your lack of defense, or should we put in someone who's defensively better and let the offense come from that?
hold on, like a defense, hold on, bro, that's being polite. I'm kinda like, TJ, you're saying a lot of polite shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta we
does he
gotta
even bring
call a
enough
spade a
offense to have
s
that kind of defensive liability out there?
we gotta
No,
call
no.
a spade, man. That man's defense is trash. That's like
Yeah,
it's Kohl's,
because I mean, like,
Woolworths, back of the store trash, bro. It's trash.
someone like a Trey Young, who's a defensive liability, at least, like when he's healthy, he's still going to give you 30. Harden doesn't look like he's going to do that anymore. Like with his lack of defense, he's not really making up for it on the offensive end, especially not
Look
in this
like he's
series.
past 30. That's what he look
Yeah.
like. God, man, but I mean, but where does he go from here though, man? So let's just say that okay, yeah.
Home. Just
What if
go
they do
home and
come
stay
back?
there.
I think
You
this could be
mean
like a close, like, a coming to an end type thing. I don't think teams are going to be going hard for him. Like he's going to be a difference maker in our team. Like TJ said, if he's sick of this team, he's going to put on the fat suit and try to get traded. But teams are now going to think of him as a non-playoff performer, and they're not going to be like, well, that's not the guy that we need to bring in, especially if we're going to give up a bunch of stuff to get him. He's not the guy to, the difference maker, essentially.
Watch him end up in Washington.
Yeah. That's where all the scraps are seeming to go. Jesus.
oh
Right?
no, no. Well, the cliche goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So
It's just gonna be called the Washington Unks.
oh
Yeah.
oh my gosh. But it's very interesting, man. I mean, other than that, and then another interesting fact, I believe Evan Mobley in one of those games up to this point, he he started out shooting well, and then the second half ain't shoot shit at all.
Game one, they were all pretty ordinary in the second half. Like, I mean, they had the lead at a point, but then, yeah, all the Cavs were pretty average in the latter portion of that game one, when it went into overtime.
22-point
22-point lead.
lead. 22, and they walked y'all ass down like Michael Myers in a fucking horror movie. Walked y'all ass down.
Mm.
Damn. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And they only scored 3 points in overtime. 5 minutes, 3
Look at that.
points in
3
overtime.
3 point. That
That was
means
it.
everything they was jacking up, them shits was bricking.
Yeah. So that was just an absolute implosion when they had the opportunity to take one on the road.
Nah, they cost them. Gentlemen, we'll wrap this one up with this one kind of an open closed case here. Do we smell a sweep, or do you think that Cleveland might got one in them?
Fuck, I hope they do. Like, I really hope they do because I don't know. I like Donovan Mitchell a lot, and I thought this could be it because even when Knicks took game one and two, I'm kind of like, okay, I didn't think anything off it. I was just like, well, they did what they were supposed to do, and they protected home court. Now they go to
Yeah.
Cleveland, but when Cleveland dropped game three, and now they're down 3-0, I'm like, okay, this changes everything because you win your two at home, then now it's a 3-game series.
Yeah.
So
We would have
I
fought.
I
We would
I
have
don't think a
fought.
comeback is in the picture right now, especially the way that New York's been playing. They might take game four still in Cleveland, give the fans something to cheer about for a little bit.
What is there to cheer about? You just got
Well, I mean, if they
BTA
take game four, it's not over.
3
Like,
games. Yes, yes, that is true. That is true,
so
man.
that's pretty much it. It's like they just, they go back to New York thinking it's not over. We still got three more chances to win
No,
this.
that's the thing. When you go back to New York, it's over for you. So you need to pick your
Yeah.
poison. You either get killed now or you get killed in New York. Either either way.
They're not gonna lay down, right? Um, I don't think it's a
You would
sweep. I think they'll get gentlemen swept. I think they'll get one in Cleveland. They'll have a good game because maybe a couple of them are due because they haven't been shooting well. They haven't really been playing well. Like Mobley, he played well in game one, and then his production, everything kind of
yeah,
started to
yeah.
go downhill games two and three. Uh, Harden might, if Harden plays defense for like 15 minutes, like that would help. Um,
What
Yeah.
kinda but what
so
kinda deep? Well, like
anything is better than
what?
what he's doing.
between
Anything.
be
Anything he
between
just
your man
only
and the
thing he gonna
basket.
do
Just
only
stay in
thing
front
he
of
gonna
your man. Don't let him blow
Yeah,
by you.
and then he gonna foul out. They have to foul the man. He gonna have to foul him.
Do
It's
something
either
and
you
do
gotta
something.
foul him. You gotta do something.
But I think they'll just get game 4, because they'll get 1. Again, I could be proven wrong, and maybe I'm saying this, New York's like, "Oh, you think they'll get 1? Oh, okay, TJ, watch this." That's
Watch
cool.
this.
Yeah, watch this, but,
Oh,
I
man.
think Cleveland is a good enough team to get 1 game over New York, but if it as soon as it's game 5 goes back to New York, they're gonna be pissed, amped, and that
Hey,
MSG is that's like having a 6 man on the floor at this point.
It's a
hey,
very
hey,
hostile
hey,
building to be
TJ.
in.
Hey, TJ, that's the thing. It's not it's not gonna make it back to New York.
I mean,
it's not if they're going back to New York, they're going back to New York to rest up. That's what they're doing, and they're gonna be well. Because I think, when we get to our next part of the show with our next series, I think that might go to 7. We'll get to that. But anyway, they'll be well rested. So, this is BTA, man. So whatever you did to motivate them, man, you need to go down to all the places that need motivational speaking, man, and speak down there and see if you can get the same productivity out of them just like you're getting out of the Knicks.
you know what? If they win a ring, I want one too, because I feel like I've motivated you.
Hey, y'all heard it first. No, all of us. Not just you.
No, no,
All of
no,
us.
no,
Yeah,
you
because
started this.
I
You
didn't
made
even have
fun of
him
me.
getting past the Sixers.
Yeah, see, I've been
Well, I
consistent.
mean,
You guys are like, "Oh, they're great." I've been consistent with, "No, they're not." So screw you.
But
I mean, for
nah,
like, what, 22, 23 something years? Like, I think they had a combined, like, 8 playoff wins, so we
Yeah.
really didn't have a lot of faith in them for a reason.
yeah, but they've always had ballers though. Just never got over the hump.
Exactly. Yeah, they just
Just never
yeah.
got over the hump. That's what's held them back. And now you have an opportunity to not only cause massive chaos in the city of New York, but like, yeah, you could bring a championship that's been what? It's been a long, long time. I mean, a long, long time since they've seen some hardware in that bitch. So let's just see how it go, right?
Yeah.
So y'all say
1973 was the last time they won a championship.
it, that was
Damn.
before all of us on this microphone was born.
Because what was the last time that they made the playoffs before the Brunson
So
era
99?
would have been, like, the back end like, no, not even the back end, like, the early days of the Melo era, so that would have been, like, 2013?
Oh, you went
Oh,
going
listen,
that far
they
back,
probably went about 10, 11 years without even making the playoffs, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
and here you are, one game away from arriving back to the big game. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes, gentlemen. I know a few people want to talk about this, and we all got to get on this too. I've been hearing some rumblings. A lot of people don't like this whole MVP selection. So, some people say it's good that Shea got it. Other people say he should have just got one, not two, just one. Why he got two? and why and why he got them back to back years? But do y'all think that the right person won the award this year? The floor is yours.
That's
You know,
a
it's a loaded
that's a bit of a
question.
complicated question. It's not a it's I don't think it's a right or wrong, like,
I
don't get me wrong, he's definitely not undeserving of it, but when I look at the voting results, I'm kinda just like, it was a hell of a lot closer than those results
Yes. Yes.
show.
I agree.
The voting was very lopsided when I don't think it should have been. Like, for example, Wemby only getting 5 first place votes. I feel like it was a lot closer than that.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, I look at it and I go, "Okay, so the top 3 guys that were the finalists, you could have given it to any one of them, and most people we would have had the same probably debate." But nobody would have said if Wemby got it, they would have said, "He's been phenomenal." We can see that. If Jokic would have got it, everyone would be like, "Well, yeah, clearly his numbers were better this year than they were the last time he won an MVP." He just keeps getting he won an MVP and then his production and everything goes up.
Yeah.
Um, and SGA, it's like, well, they were like he was borderline the scoring champ, and they were the best team in the league, and they pretty much had every game wrapped up by the 3rd quarter, and he could go sit down.
Yeah.
There was reasonable arguments for all 3 of them. Um,
And even Luca, to be honest.
and even Luka, because the Lakers were in the position they were because of him, and he got no first place votes, and I don't like how Cade got no first place votes either, because I feel like
Yeah, that I thought that was he only got 2 for Kane. I thought that was crazy as well.
yeah. So, I feel like it
Well,
was a lot closer between Wemby, Jokic, and SGA. Like, what did SGA get? Like 84,
80
85.
83 first place votes.
Yeah, and that's something like I think yeah,
It
it's not again, like you said, it's not undeserving, like, he if he won, cool, but then again, like, it was a year where if Jokic won, everyone would have been like, "Yeah," or if Wemby won, everyone would have been like, "Yeah," or even if Luka won, they would have been like, "Yeah." So, SGA, I think the issue people have is, like, he wasn't that much better than everybody else. Excuse me, everybody else, and there was
Yeah,
probably a
and especially being surrounded by the talent that he is
oh,
surrounded, like, you can argue that the other guys are more valuable to their team than he is.
if we're doing it that way, Jokic should have won because Denver wouldn't even sniff the playoffs without him.
Yeah, absolutely.
but then wouldn't you say the same for Luca with the Lakers?
Yes.
Correct, yeah, definitely.
So
Well,
that's why
and even well, San Antonio, I mean, like, they're a fucking lottery team without Wemby for sure.
I don't know about that because they got Fox and guys like
Yeah.
Fox and Penny and Vassell and Castle, like, and Cornette. Like, they would they be the team they are? No. Would they still be a good team? They wouldn't be a lottery team. They'd be like, "We got bounced in the first round" type team, but they'd still be a playoff team. They're still good enough to be that team. Um, but I think if you looked at who is the reason your team is where they are, Jokic is probably the reason the Nuggets are always as good as they are. Yes, Murray's great, Gordon's great, but everything runs through Jokic. Their offense would not be as seamless as it is if he decides to, "Don't wanna play anymore, I just wanna go race horses." The Nuggets would turn into a lottery team the next year, guaranteed.
Hmm, interesting point. Interesting point. So y'all ain't mad with it because I've been like seriously, there's a lot of people been, kind of a little aggro about it. Other people
Not
like, yeah, kind of
not
same vibe that we kind of sharing right now type thing. But there's a lot of people.
not really, yeah, not mad at it, but I feel like the first place voting, like the way that they were spread out with, Shea got 83, Jokic got 10, Wemby got 5, Luca got 0, which is crazy, and then Cade
Mhm.
got 2. I feel like it was a lot closer than those numbers are. But more importantly, I feel like I'm not too sure why 83 people would have decided to give him that first place vote when you look at sometimes and obviously we'll get into this a little bit more when we start talking about the Western Conference playoff series, but the way that he plays the game, anyone who loves the sport of basketball would have their issues with some of the things that he does. If you know what I'm about to get into. Mhm.
Yeah.
And they'll be like,
Flip flop, flip
that's not
flop,
what
flip flop.
yeah. Flip flop, the pump fake and jumping into the player because I thought the rule now was natural shooting motion and it has to be a natural shooting motion, but they kind of really aim, he pump fakes to draw the foul and not to take the shot, whereas like. So anyone that really loved the game of basketball and loved how basketball was played, they would not like that, and they would think that's not what a valuable player would be doing because a valuable player would just get to the bucket and try to score.
Mhm.
And if they
And
get a foul, great.
yeah, when I look at it, I go, "Okay, where he's doing that?" Because what they were stopping guys doing was doing that on the three-point line, because guys were pump faking and jumping into guys on the three-point line, and no one shoots a 3 like that. Where
Yeah.
SGA probably splitting hairs is he's doing that at like the free throw line, where you usually people do pump fake and then try and go underneath and jump forward a little bit on some of those for
Yeah.
like floaters. Like that
Excuse
one's
me.
hard to call because some of those, it's once you get inside 15 feet, your natural shooting position is a little bit different. And that's just because I was that guy. I'd lean in on those because usually it was trying to go underneath someone who was far taller than me and lean in a bit and try and shoot it under him. So I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying I can see why it's hard to look at it going, "Ooh, you're clearly just drawing contact." Because when you get into that area of the court, then it's not as cut and dry of what shooting form looks like.
So do you think that this is another also issue that might be brought up in the off season as
It's
far as officiating it correctly
I
or enforcing the rules a little bit more on it? Because I have noticed, especially I'm trying to remember what series that was. It was definitely a lot of it going on. There was a lot of it going on. I'm trying to remember the game. I can't think of it offhand somewhere in the playoffs. But yeah, they just weren't calling it. Or if they was calling it, it's like that was an incorrect call. You shouldn't even call that. That was bull. You know what I mean? You're just disrupting the
it's
flow of the
but
game.
it's not just OKC either. It's like so many players just play like flop around to play to draw the foul rather than to play the game, and it's just I just don't think it's good for the sport of basketball in a whole. Like is that where we've come to now, playing for fouls?
it's horrible to
So
watch.
don't reward it in that way.
Yeah. Well, looks like they got some work to do in the offseason when it's all said and done. But right now it seems they kind of trying to find a balance of trying to find out what's real and what's fake. They've been seeming to take all the fake shit. That's what
Yeah, like I mean,
that's what it
like
seems.
we said, he's not
Excuse me.
undeserving of it. Like he's still one of the best players in the league right now and definitely deserved to be up in that conversation. I just felt it was a lot closer than the way it was voted, which kind of makes me, as we've said 1,000 times, just go like, what the fuck are the voters thinking?
Parlay.
Hmm.
They're trying to get that. But I also want to say this too, and I know probably some people out there don't want to hear it too. Because I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, Wemby's surely gonna get MVP." Well, I just want to let y'all know you can't give the leagues like you can't give him everything. We can't give him everything. Okay, we got to space this shit out. We're trying to give him Finals MVP. That's what we're trying to give him. You know what I'm saying? But we can't give him everything. He get Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year,
Well, I mean, if he earned it, why not? Because
Conference Final MVP. Like, just I get it. Like, it would be like unreal if it happened, but you know how
or
that shit is. You know,
unless they're letting this year go because they know, like, you can kind of see what the future might hold for Wemby. Like when you say, they can't give him anything. I think it was 2012 or 2013 where LeBron basically won every single award available other than the Defensive Player of the Year.
because he can't play defense.
So, but like Wemby's future
that
obviously is
that
extremely. No, he was close. He came second that year. I'm pretty sure. Behind Marcus Sol, he came second in
that's
voting.
not
Like
enough. It's not
he was
enough.
top three. Yeah,
Not
but
enough.
he had a monster season that year. Like absolutely
Yeah,
ridiculous. One of the best ever. Like so, maybe that's the thing. Like I don't like that when. If that's the thought that's affecting how voters are doing it now, because like, okay, for the foreseeable future, Wemby's gonna clean up in
pretty
every
much.
category.
Yeah,
He's
he
gonna be
will.
defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
He could be the MVP. He could be a champion. He could be a finals MVP.
yeah,
He could be all star game MVP. Like the
yeah.
list just goes on of what Wemby is capable of. But if that's affecting how you vote now, you shouldn't be voting. You should be voting for the right now.
Do you think we
And
got a
not
lot
not
of
not even saying that I would have given my first place vote to Wemby. I probably would have, but I just thought it was a hell of a lot closer than 83 to 5
Mm.
and 10 for Jokic.
I would
yeah.
I would like to point out this whole yeah, I would be disappointed, same thing. This whole argument is of, well, he's got defensive player of the year. I would like to point out in 1988, Michael Jordan won MVP, defensive player of the year. He won the scoring title. He was the steals leader. He was the All-Star game MVP, slam dunk champion, All NBA first team, All NBA defensive first team. The only thing he didn't win was a fucking title and most improved player because he was the best. So,
The year before as well.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's kind of one of those things. If it's like if he's the best defender and he's also the best player on his team, Just
And I dare say if you're the best player in the league and also the best player, like you, or let's say, okay, you're one of the best players in the league, but you're no question the best defensive player in the year. That makes you extremely fucking valuable. Maybe even the most valuable.
Yeah.
feel like we could go all night with this, so
Yeah.
Well, which leads right into what I think, and I said this earlier, this is definitely going to be, or has shaped up to be so far, a heavyweight fight is the Western Conference Finals between the Thunder and the Spurs, and they have already played each other in the regular season. And yeah, yeah, we don't. It's no really no introduction to this. We know how this goes. But so far in real time, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the series is 2-1
Mhm.
OKC.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um, I want to bring this up first before we get into this and really dilute out, well, get into the nitty gritty. But TJ, you wanted to bring this up. You were saying about how we need to get the law involved for all the physicality that's been going on down there in that paint with Wimby, and how they just been manhandling them and just
there's
showing them that he is a tall man, but really he's a little boy. Is that?
um, well, actually, no. I'm not saying he's a little
He's
boy.
22, man. He's a kid still.
Yeah.
He's pretty much a kid.
No,
He's
Right.
22.
I'm talking about the way they manhandling him like he's a little boy, like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Just you
Yeah.
know.
Someone needs to be investigated for, like, felony assault on Wemby because they're just holding him, kicking him, they're stomping on his feet, and, like, it's, like, bad to watch. Like, you're watching the supposed best team in the NBA,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, the Thunder,
One
getting
one and
pushed to the
two.
getting pushed to the limit. They're close games, they're tight games. OKC's not running away with it, and they're like, because 'cause they're not running away with it, they're kinda like, "Ooh, I guess we gotta do something else." Um, Wemby's handling it actually quite well.
Yeah, he is.
He's not
Yeah.
defending, he's not throwing elbows. Got that out of the way in the other series, so good job. He's just playing his game, right? He's not flopping. He's not throwing his arms up at the refs. He's not getting that. He's just going and being like, "Alright, cool. You can hold my arm. I'm still gonna dunk it on you." Which has gotta be demoralizing for the other team. It's like, we're basically
Yep.
punching him in the face, and the only way we're really gonna stop him is if someone just pulls out a 12 gauge from under the basket and just shoots him.
Hey, I told you.
And, like, I'm watching it and I'm kinda going, Hartenstein's holding him and just like, literally 2 hands pulling his arm down.
Yep.
Caruso, like, you're just like, "Dude, you're not this awesome lockdown defender. You just get away with, basically beating people up."
Excuse me. I call
Um,
him Mr. Headband. That's what I call him, Mr. Headband. Crusoe, Mr.
he's
Headband.
yeah, he's
That's what I call him.
dude, shut up, you're not a great defender. You don't lock people up. You should be locked up for what you do to people. Um, and then Chet and then Chet Holmgren still is annoyed at that whole they've pretty much had a rivalry since they were, like, 16. Um, can't handle Wemby, like, at all,
No,
and
he can't.
he can, he's getting manhandled, and I'm
And
like,
game one showed that.
"Yeah." And he's, like, stepping on his toes, and I'm like, "Look, man, don't be that dirty player. It's bad enough that you just look like a big, tall, ugly ass orc that can play basketball. Like, you're already ugly. Don't be a dirty player. You can't be 2 things. I mean, like, you're a good player. Like, you're a good player for your size. Like, just don't be that, man." And it's getting hard to watch where you're like, the Spurs, to me, watching the series, OKC is winning, but if I'm watching how the teams are playing, San Antonio's the better team.
And
Yeah,
I'll say
definitely.
that, yes, I'll agree on that, yeah.
OKC is just taking care of the ball better.
And
Yeah.
they just
I know
and
Castle's 20 turnovers in 2 games is not
Right.
really helpful, but, I feel like there was a bit of a difference between the way it was played in game 1 and game 2. It's like, obviously, the Spurs took game 1 on the road, Like we call that an upset. Obviously, Oklahoma City's are the favorite to win it all. But it's like they didn't really have an answer for Wemby in that game one. So they sort of started moving towards like these little dirtier tactics in game two. You might call it okay, yeah, the the thing that changed between game one and two was we put Hartenstein on Wemby as the primary defender instead of Chet. But it's like, okay, but really it's, Hartenstein's now on him and also holding him by the arm and pulling him by the jersey and, you know, grabbing people by the hair and stuff like that. Like there is a lot of
Yeah,
physicality going both ways. I'm just saying, like, and just like that Timberwolves series where they're going quite hard at Wemby, that was a little bit more close to what's illegal. There was hard bumps, hard body contact, but this is like blatant grabbing,
yeah.
like and trying to hold him so he can't get the rebound. But he's going to get the rebound as long as he has one hand free, as we've seen.
Like I said, you gotta shoot him.
We here in the 5th quarter don't condone violence and shooting anyone, but just,
No, I'm not condoning it. I'm
metaphorically
just saying
yes, metaphorically speaking, just to put that out
because
there,
if
because
you shoot him, then he doesn't have one hand free because he's gotta go, "Oof, I've been shot."
I
Cover
think
the
I think I think he still score even if he got shot.
probably.
Don't even make just still put it in.
Well, I mean,
Ugh.
he finished an alley oop while someone was holding his other arm.
There you go,
I think it was
see?
like, well, Chet was holding one of his arms. He did finish an alley oop with his free arm.
There you go, see? You can't do nothing with him, man. You gotta catch him in the parking lot before he
But
come in the locker
yeah,
room. That's the only way you're gonna get him.
You gotta what, I Tonya him?
Yeah,
Get his
basically.
kneecaps?
You know about it, TJ. You know where I was going out with that shit. Yep, catch him in the
I
parking lot.
got you. I feel like this series is going 7 games,
That's what I think.
uh, down to
It's
the
I think
wire.
it really should. Yeah, hopefully, as long as some of the calls that have not been made gets called. Like one in particular that sort of got me in game three was they reviewed it out of bounds play. So for those that don't know, if they, as of this season, I think it was, if they're reviewing a play, they can also see if there was a foul within the vicinity of the
Oh,
play that
yeah. I did
caused it. So it
I did
was
see that.
Spurs ball off Oklahoma City and went out of bounds. However, because there was a bit of a hold from Wemby on a loose arm, they called the foul, and it was Oklahoma City ball. Flip that the other way, you've got every other possession of Wemby's, like where someone's holding him, and it's just
Yeah.
not being called. So, you know, let him be physical. I love it. Let him be physical, but like try to be within the bounds of the rules at least. Don't just let this 22-year-old kid get beat on. Who's potentially going to be the best player that's ever set foot in the league? Like protect your assets, like, really, because he could just be like, "I fucking hate this. I'm going back to France,"
But why would he do that
and then
when
the
he
NBA
know
loses
when
big time.
he finna get hella paid?
I
Why
mean, yeah, of course he's gonna get hella
he's
paid,
finna
but,
get
like,
hella paid?
if he doesn't wanna be hounded and treated like that in the league, I don't think he will, but, what's stopping him from going back to Europe and playing
Oh,
there? Just
man,
be like, "Nah."
hey, trust me,
Mhm,
they finna put
mhm.
a protection on him. Believe that shit.
But, you gotta protect your superstars because
Yeah.
you want them to have a long and fruitful career because it's good for the league.
Well, we know some, but here's the thing though, and I don't like to bring up body structures, but usually people that's over 7 feet don't really last that long anyway.
Yeah, so try to get the most out of him.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? They don't usually last that long anyway.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So he just as long as he take care of himself, and I think, this season and especially in this playoffs, his first taste of the playoffs and, now understanding what he gonna be dealing with moving forward, I think his preparation is gonna be much better.
Mhm.
Um when he plays, and then
He's
now
gonna
it's
come
gonna be
back
like,
next season
"Okay."
looking
Exactly, and that's where it's gonna be like, "Well, we really can't do nothing with him." There's like, we done tried to, banging and clanging with him. That shit ain't throwing him off his game. We pulling him down. That ain't taking him off his game. We stepping on his feet, tripping him up. We pushing him. We doing everything. We throwing 5, 6 people at him. It nothing. We can't do nothing
This
with him.
this this playoff series could turn out to be like his villain origin stories where he's just gonna go absolutely mental on the league next season.
Yeah,
He's gonna be unstoppable.
this is
he's gonna come
definitely
back looking like Giannis. Just
Yeah, just come back absolutely jacked as
That's
well.
what I'm saying, and then just there's nothing we can do about it. Like, gotta yeah, tag it
I'm
out.
here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it too. I would
I'm
love
here
to see
for
it
it.
because I believe everybody's getting dunked on now.
Yeah,
Like
whatever happens,
Oprah.
yeah, yeah, whatever happens this
Every
series, um, the Spurs have a pretty young team. If we're
Yeah,
being honest,
yeah.
if they can get there this year, they're gonna get it. They're gonna they're gonna win in the next couple years. It's just
yeah.
it's an inevitability. It's just and then after that, is then Wemby gonna be like, "All right, I've got my title. Like, you guys are just beating the shit out of me. Screw you. I own France now. Thank you very much. Bye bye."
Rudy, take a back seat. Rudy, take a back seat. I did what your ass should have been did. You've been over here longer than me. And I did that shit. I only been in the league, what, 3 years? He's been in the league 3 years now. Yeah, wait, Wemby, two,
Yeah,
3 years he been in
30
the league now?
years.
Yeah, there you go. 3 years. You've been in the league. How long, Rudy? Yeah, sit your ass down somewhere, Rudy. And get out of some people's face.
Well, let's be real, no one's comparing the 2 there.
No, I'm just
Very different.
saying. No, I'm just saying. If you're talking about like from the
Bring a
homeland,
championship,
yeah,
yeah.
from the homeland. But
Mhm.
no, I do think this series is going to 7. Well, I would like
I
for it
hope
to
it
go to
does,
7.
like, it'll be very good for the league if it
Um,
does.
but if New York does sweep Cleveland, they'll be kind of the more well rested team, which means either whoever out of OKC or the Spurs come in, basically, there's really no rest for them. They're coming straight into the series. And
But with any
definitely
of these 2
that'll
teams,
I'm sorry?
New York's gonna need to be rested to have any
Yeah.
shot against those 2 teams, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think, New York's really dealt with any serious injury, like, nothing that's caused anyone to miss time. I mean, Anunoby, I think, had a hamstring issue during the season, and it plays up from time to time, but, no one on New York's really having any ailments at the moment, whereas I think the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, De'Aaron Fox missed a couple games with his ankle, and he's looked to sort of hurt it again in game 3. So I think I know they haven't really announced anything of what his status is for game 4. Same as Dylan Harper as well. So he's been dealing with a bit of a hamstring issue. But I think he played through it a little bit in game 3, but we might even see him sitting out for game 4. And also Jalen Williams from Oklahoma City. He basically is without a timetable right now because of that hamstring issues playing up on him again.
Excuse me. Well, it wouldn't matter if they make it to the finals. He just resting up, and hopefully we'll see his debut in the finals if he can get in where he fit in. Because there's been a
Mhm.
lot of talk about how if he was healthy, oh well, it would really be no chance for San Antonio at this point. But I beg to differ. San
Yeah.
Antonio is a good team, man. They're just overall a good team. They play
They're
together.
just young. They're just
Yeah.
young, and they just haven't taken care of the ball, so I don't think, they'll probably take OKC to 7 games, but I don't think they'll get past them,
Mm.
but give it a year or 2, and they'll be the OKC, they'll be kicking the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, that'll be absolute trouble, absolute
Mm.
trouble.
So you saying LeBron to the Spurs?
Fuck off.
Fuck, if he wants one more, that's yeah, as long as they don't play him that much and ruin what they got going on. It's like just like, if he's just going there to chase a ring, like, shit,
Oh,
in the next 2 years,
shit.
why not? But, like,
Oh,
the
the
Spurs
looks.
coaching staff should really not play him that much.
Oh, the look on y'all faces when I said that shit was like, "Where the fuck did he get that from?" Like, what the I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I was gonna say if the Cavs can get past, the Knicks, is that where LeBron and if Cavs get past the Knicks and end up in the finals, if that's where LeBron ends up next year back at Cleveland.
No, if he'll end up like,
Mhm.
if the Knicks get there, he'll end up in New York. He's not going back to
uh,
Cleveland.
Actually
uh,
actually, that does sound definitely like something LeBron would do.
uh, New
And then
York
Stephen A.
Do
will
you
Knicks.
think New York would receive him well?
Hell
yeah, they
no,
will.
Stephen A. Do you know how much Stephen A. got to backtrack now? All the shit he was talking about
No,
LeBron
no,
and in the
and
in
then
the in the
he
GOAT
would immediately say
discussion and
he would immediately
All this
say, "Oh,
bullet
this, that, I just called it. I knew you'd be New York." Stephen A. would jizz in his pants.
he probably would.
Dang,
But,
yeah.
but the series look like it's gonna be good. We just gotta keep an eye on it, man. But as always, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all time, and we appreciate y'all time, for listening to us this evening. Um, as always, like and subscribe to all your podcasting platforms. Hit us up on there and just continue to show love. Before we get up out of here, I'll ask these two questions and we'll leave it at that. So we do agree it will be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think gentlemen sleep. I got the Cavs for game 4.
me too. I
So far they've given me no reason to pick them for game 4, but I think, with the backs against the wall, you kinda gotta, like, because I thought they would take the 2 at home at least. So I'm gonna give them 1.
And my last question, do we see a 7-game series in the Western Conference Finals?
I
Oh
think
god,
so.
I hope so.
I think so. I do think
I
so.
I really hope so because, yeah, it's a fucking brilliant matchup when you think about it. Because this is, 2 teams that are clear cut, definitely this year better than every other team in the league, and they have an average age of, like, under 25, so we're watching the future of the league right now, so if that goes to game 7, it'll be really good for the league.
1-2. They both 1-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
1-2.
mhm.
Well, let's see how it go. Y'all keep paying attention. Stay locked in on them finals, y'all. But again, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch you on the next one.